Joel here with Bodycam Breakdown TV. Today's footage comes from NY Detective. If you want to watch the original video without my commentary or breakdown, I'll have the full footage linked below so you can watch it start to finish. What starts as a routine patrol quickly catches an officer's attention when a driver is spotted speeding while displaying an expired temporary tag. With multiple violations already raising questions, a traffic stop is initiated. But as we often see, these encounters can take unexpected turns once contact is made. The breakdown starts now.
Why are you telling me
to get back in the car?
You did not pull me over.
Yes, I have.
How you pulled me over?
Get back in the car.
Tell me how you pulled me over first. Okay? You're not hurting me.
I'm going to put you in handcuffs.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because you're trying to be rude. Now you're holding my hand so hard.
Ma'am,
Greg,
stop pulling away from me.
Come up here on 43rd. Come up here at Dollar Tree because now you're trying to put me in handcuffs.
Not today,
because he did not pull me over. You know you didn't pull me over. You know you didn't pull me over. You seen me drive. And now you're trying to roughen me up.
This is one of those moments where a simple request can tell officers a lot about how the rest of the stop may unfold. When basic instructions aren't being followed, the encounter can quickly shift from a routine traffic stop to officers focusing on gaining control of the situation before moving forward.
You're trying to rough me up because I'm not in the car. You is being nasty for no reason. It don't make, and I'm glad your camera can show. I pulled over here and I actually stopped. My car is stopped. You didn't even pull me over. I turned in this parking lot. Call your sergeant. Call your sergeant. You being too rude.
Well,
and I don't got no weapons or nothing. I already know what's up. My tag is.
You're get back in the car like I told you.
But listen to me.
Stop.
Can you listen to me? RN Lim.
You can see the officer is still trying to work through the situation verbally, giving the encounter a chance to stay routine. The problem is that every interaction builds on the one before it, and the next few moments could have a big impact on where this stop goes from here.
You pulled me. You didn't pull me over the right way. No, you didn't. I passed her here.
Stop.
You doing being nasty.
Stop.
I'm a mental patient. I'm a mental patient, so it don't matter. Let me sit on the ground. I'm a mental patient. You didn't pull me over the right way. You sitting here lying. You didn't pull me over at all. You waited till I came here and I stopped. My car was off and everything. Now you're trying to...
At this point, the focus is starting to shift away from the original reason for the stop. When an encounter becomes more chaotic, it can make communication harder and force officers to spend more attention on managing the scene itself.
Stop!
Stop what? Stop what? I'm sitting here talking to you. You ain't trying to hear me. You nasty. You being nasty, dog. I don't even give a you being so nasty. And you trying to hurt me. You trying to hurt me, dog. This is so up.
I'm trying to stop you from resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting at all. Listen, sir, I'm not resisting. You're hurting me. You is hurting me. Man, y'all is nasty. Y'all hurting me.
The officer is still trying to keep the encounter manageable, but cooperation only works when both sides are participating. The longer that breaks down, the more likely the stop is to move in a direction neither side originally expected.
Y'all hurting me.
Stop.
I'm relaxed.
It doesn't sound relaxed to me.
I am. I have anxiety. I'm a mental patient. I have anxiety. You said that you pulled me. I can't even breathe. You can get my purse. I don't have no drugs, no nothing on me.
Nobody said you had drugs on you.
You didn't even pull me over the right way.
I did pull you over.
No, you didn't. You actually had that other car. Man, I can't wait. I'm taking this to court because you sitting here lying. I passed.
Ma'am, please stop moving.
Tell my sister, please.
The officer is actually trying to handle a practical issue here, but when cooperation starts breaking down during a hands-on encounter, even simple tasks become harder to manage safely. You can feel the officer's patience being tested, and the focus is quickly shifting toward regaining control of the situation.
Stop.
Y'all hurting me.
Stop.
They hurting me.
You're going to the ground. Yeah.
I go to the ground. Look at this shit, dog. Look at this shit. I am relaxed.
Stop resisting.
I'm hurting. I need ambulance.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. Sir. Take my purse. I'll take it.
I'm trying. Please stop.
Please, I need the ambulance. I can't breathe. Sir.
Stop resisting.
I'm not.
This is a good example of how a relatively straightforward situation can become far more complicated when communication breaks down. And moments like this are exactly why body-worn cameras matter. They provide an objective record of the interaction from start to finish.
Take the purse. I'm hurting.
I got that.
I'm hurting. Oh my God. I'm hurting.
Stop.
Mom, I'm no reason. You being rude to me for no reason. I'm not going anywhere. Oh my God, I'm being done so wrong, dog. I'm being done so wrong. I didn't do anything. You being rude to me for no reason.
What began as a traffic stop over speeding and an expired temporary tag eventually escalated into a physical encounter after repeated difficulties during the interaction. The situation came to an end with the driver being taken into custody at the scene. Authorities later charged her with resisting an officer without violence. No serious injuries were reported during the encounter. Looking back at the footage, the biggest takeaway is how quickly a routine stop can change when communication and cooperation begin to break down. Many of the decisions made by officers throughout the stop appeared focused on maintaining control of an increasingly difficult situation, rather than the original reason for the stop itself. How do you think this encounter was handled? And is there anything that could have prevented it from escalating this far? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up this breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Bodycam Breakdown TV, and share this with someone who enjoys real-world police footage and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.